a couple of things going on. Markets always looking ahead, and this is a big week. We got the stimulus, 1.9 trillion. They're debating it. We should know by Wednesday how much it's really going to be, but it's going to be a lot. I don't personally think we need it. I don't think we should have it. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire with inflation. But we're going to get it, and we know Democrats are in charge, and they love just giving money away. So we're going to see that happen. So the market likes that. Every time you get a big stimulus, you get a big jump in the market that following couple of weeks, and we'll probably see it now. And, the 10-year, it bounced higher, like you mentioned. I mean, it was up to 1.161, but then it came in, and that's when we saw the stocks rebound, especially in the techs. We saw Apple up over 1%. Microsoft gained about 12%. And even the NASDAQ market, which has been getting hit all week, was up today. It closed up today. So overall, it was a combination of the stimulus we know we're going to get and the 10-year coming back down a little in fears of inflation. And remember, if the 10-year keeps going up, and I think we'll see the 10-year maybe hit 2%, that's going to hurt the techs. There's no question. A lot of that money going into the techs will say, hey, let me go into safe haven right now. Let's go into 10 years. We got to watch that closely. But, I think the techs are in a little bubble. Now, long term out, we're buying now when the techs are coming in. We were buying techs. I believe the techs will be with us forever. Technology is great. I mean, what you and I do now, we couldn't do 10 years ago, So who knows where we'll be 10 years from now. So techs will always be a big part of any portfolio manager's weighted average. They love the tech. And anytime you see it come in, it's like a sales day at Macy's or something. People buy the technology. So I think that's what you see going on. Will they pull back a little? Will this bubble get bigger? Possibly. It depends a lot on that 10-year. If that 10-year hits 2%, like I said, a lot of money will go into that safe haven, and most of that money is going to be coming out of the tech sector, and that's where all that money got in the tech sector. So I think you're going to see that happen. But again, it's a good buying opportunity. Well, we're putting our toes in the water now with the tech sector, but you bring up a great point. If this passes 1.9 trillion, and depending on where inflation goes, because if inflation picks up, then this stimulus will kind of get lost, and the 10-year will weigh itself out like. But I think if over the long run, inflation does pick up, the 10-year is going to stay stronger and get bigger. So I think you could see this weigh on the tech sector. In the coming year, we'll have to wait and see. But again, it's a good buying opportunity. But is it time to jump in? We're taking little steps. We're not jumping big in. We want to see where this settles. I believe the 10-year could go to 2%. But I also believe the Dow Jones could go to 35,000 by the end of the year. So, I mean, I think it's a good time to be in equities. I think the market's going to keep getting stronger over the year, and that'll help the techs, of course. But if I'm a portfolio manager running money, I'm being careful because it might not be the great time to get into techs. But again, the techs will be with us forever, and you want a technology in your portfolio, no question about it. You never know if it's the right time. You never know if this is the bottom or not. But you can't get hurt by when the techs come in buying. I think with energy especially, remember, the winter's basically getting over. I mean, we're coming in March, and, that saying March comes in like a lion, goes out like a lamb. We're going to have 50-degree days, almost 60-degree days next week in New York here. So I think basically winter's over. So you're going to see people start traveling. Now here, all the theme parks, the big game parks here around the country are going to open this year. They announced today they're all open. I don't know if Disney, I didn't hear from Disney, but like Great Adventure and these other big parks are opening. Movie theaters open this weekend in New York. So you're going to see people going out. They're going to be driving. They're going to be eating out. So I think energy is going to have a nice run. People have this pent-up desire to get out, whether it's traveling or what. You're going to see energy pick up. And remember, the vaccines are working. I mean, I think we've vaccinated 200 million Americans or something like that. And it seems to be working. And people are going out. They're going out more. I see it now. I see the roads getting busier. People are driving. All a plus for energy. So I think you'll see energy take a nice jump here. over the next few months. We're getting an energy also. We think energy is a good buy here. Next week is the stimulus. All eyes are going to be focused on the stimulus. I mean, we do get some numbers out. We get the consumer price index, the producer price index. They'll give us a key look into inflation. I don't think you'll get much right away out of that look, but we'll take a look at that. But again, it's all going to be on that stimulus. If we get 1.9 trillion, which I hope we don't get. I mean, it's just crazy. But, we're probably going to get it. They're going to pass something silly like that. And that's going to definitely juice the market. We've seen it in the last few stimulus plans. Every time Americans get money, they don't save. They go out and spend it all over the place. So I think they're going to go out and spend it. It's going to push it up, push inflation up a little, but they're going to go out and spend it. So, yeah, I think next week, the whole week's going to be focused on that stimulus.